March 18, 2026. Tensions rise in the Persian Gulf. A major attack targets one of the world's largest natural gas reserves, located in southern Iran. Global energy markets are immediately on alert. The city of Asaluya, a hub for Iran's gas industry, sits adjacent to the South Pars field, where critical facilities have been struck. The South Pars/North Dome gas condensate field is the world's largest, shared between Iran and Qatar, containing vast energy reserves that fuel industries worldwide. Iran confirms that its key energy facilities were attacked. Fires erupted, damaging pipelines and processing units, forcing an immediate halt in production. These strikes disrupted gas flow from the region, threatening domestic energy supply and causing ripple effects in international energy markets. Neighboring nations, including Qatar and the UAE, now face heightened regional tension as these attacks raise the risk of escalation in the Gulf, threatening the supply chain to energy-hungry markets across Asia and Europe. The Strait of Hormuz, a critical passage for over 20% of the world's oil supply, is under severe threat, raising the stakes for maritime security. Energy-dependent regions globally feel the shockwaves. Disruptions in the Persian Gulf create concerns over supply shortages and rising energy prices. Markets react immediately. Investors watch as oil and gas prices surge, highlighting the interconnection between regional conflicts and global energy stability. The attack caused significant damage to multiple installations. Smoke and fire icons indicate the most affected areas, highlighting the scale of the disruption. Iran's southern coast, lined with critical energy infrastructure, faces heightened risk. The Asaluya port and nearby facilities are now under emergency status. Evacuation measures are underway for workers and residents near the strike zones, ensuring safety amid the ongoing fires. Qatar, which shares the North Dome field, monitors the situation closely, as any spillover of damage could impact its LNG production. Gas and LNG flows to key global markets are at risk. Export routes are marked in red to show potential interruptions affecting energy supply chains. The Strait of Hormuz remains a strategic choke point. Any disruption here could halt a fifth of global oil shipments. Regional tensions rise as Gulf states brace for potential escalation. Strategic energy sites are on high alert across neighboring countries. Energy markets worldwide react to the disruptions. Rising prices and volatility indicate the far-reaching consequences of the attack. Global powers are closely monitoring the developments. Capitals around the world track the situation, assessing potential impacts on energy security. Authorities have established emergency response zones across southern Iran to manage the crisis and safeguard critical infrastructure. Air defenses in the UAE and Saudi Arabia are on high alert, responding to possible missile threats in the region following the South Pars attack. The potential for further strikes creates a tense atmosphere across the Gulf, with strategic sites at risk of escalation. Qatar's Ras Laffan LNG terminal, a major global energy exporter, is closely monitored for security due to its proximity to the South Pars shared field. Shipping lanes through the Persian Gulf face disruption, threatening the movement of oil and gas to international markets. Countries heavily dependent on Gulf energy supplies are vulnerable to supply shocks caused by the attack. Markets experience price volatility as energy disruptions in the Gulf ripple across global economies, affecting households and industries alike. Global leaders are actively monitoring the situation, coordinating diplomatic and economic responses to the unfolding crisis. Iran mobilizes emergency response teams to restore damaged infrastructure and prevent further escalation. Efforts to reroute energy flows are underway, but the damage has already disrupted normal operations significantly. The crisis extends beyond Iran, affecting strategic energy sites across the Gulf and raising global concern over energy security. Iran's southern energy infrastructure is vast and complex, and damage to critical facilities threatens both domestic supply and international exports. Authorities have established emergency zones to protect workers and manage repair operations in the most affected areas. Countries across the globe are monitoring the situation, aware that Gulf energy disruptions could affect millions of consumers. Significant portions of LNG exports are impacted, raising concerns over energy shortages and price surges worldwide. The Strait of Hormuz, a crucial maritime corridor, is under threat, potentially blocking a large share of global oil shipments. Tensions in the Gulf rise as regional powers remain on high alert, with energy infrastructure at risk of further attacks. Energy prices spike across global markets, reflecting the interconnectedness of regional security and worldwide energy supply. Diplomatic channels are active as nations assess the crisis and its potential impact on energy security and regional stability. Iranian authorities are deploying repair crews to restore damaged infrastructure and prevent further disruption. The attack has global ramifications, affecting not only regional energy stability but also international markets dependent on Gulf energy exports.